Are you thinking about moving to Prescott because you've heard it's more affordable than Phoenix or Flagstaff? Here's the truth. You could be in for a very expensive surprise. Hi everyone, I'm Lisa.
And I'm Jessica.
Your real estate professionals. Stick with us to the end on this one. We'll share some stories of clients we've helped relocate and what tipped the scales for them. And their stories may sound a lot like yours.
The reality is, Prescott is cheaper in some areas, more expensive in others, and lifestyle trade-offs matter just as much as dollars. In this video, we'll break down the cost of living in Prescott versus Phoenix versus Flagstaff in 2025, housing, utilities, groceries, healthcare, transportation, and lifestyle, so you don't make the wrong choice for your family or your future.
One of the first questions we get from relocation clients is, how much more or less is it going to cost me to live in Prescott compared to where I am now? And that's a really smart question. Moving isn't just about the price of the home. It's about what it costs you every month after you get here. Property taxes, heating and cooling, gas, groceries, and even lifestyle factors like healthcare and recreation can make a huge difference. So let's dig into the real numbers and lifestyle differences.
First, we'll get into Prescott housing versus Phoenix housing. Housing by far the biggest cost for most families. As of mid-2025, Prescott's median home price is about $479,000, and this number includes site-built single-family homes, condos, townhomes, manufactured homes, and mobile homes in rented lots. In Phoenix, the median home price is slightly lower at around $465,000. So yes, believe it or not, Prescott homes are now slightly more expensive than Phoenix. But here's the catch. The Prescott market is smaller and steadier and more stable. Phoenix has bigger swings depending on the economy, while Prescott tends to hold its value because of our retirement and relocation demand, not to mention that people also buy second homes here. For buyers, that means in Phoenix you may get a little more square footage for the same money, but in Prescott you're buying stability, lifestyle, and cooler weather.
Let's look at Prescott versus Phoenix as far as utilities, groceries, and transportation. This is where Prescott can surprise people because we actually get all 4 seasons, colder winters and warm summers. Utility bills here are often higher than in Phoenix. Heating in the winter adds to the bill, and summer cooling still matters, though it's nothing like Phoenix's 115-degree scorchers. And in Prescott, even in the summer, the nights cool down to the 60s, so you may not need the AC 24 hours a day. In Phoenix, the hot weather starts in April and doesn't end until late October or November. So you have to think about how much your family will use the AC in Phoenix. Groceries and healthcare are also higher in Prescott. Phoenix has big city competition and volume, which means lower prices at the register. Prescott doesn't have the same scale, so you might notice paying more on certain items. Transportation is definitely where Prescott wins. In Phoenix, you're often sitting in traffic, driving 30 to 45 minutes just to cross town. Here in Prescott, almost anywhere you want to go is a 10 to 20 minute drive, depending on where you are. That's less on money and gas and far less stress and less of your life spent in your car.
Now let's talk Flagstaff. If you think Prescott is expensive, wait until you see Flagstaff. Median home prices in Flagstaff are often 20 to 25% higher than Prescott. The presence of Northern Arizona University, limited buildable land, and heavy demand keeps prices high. For many buyers, that alone makes Prescott more appealing. You get a similar 4 seasons mountain lifestyle, but with a much lower housing price tag. Utilities are also higher in Flagstaff. Winters are cooler, snowier, and longer. Heating bills there can be double what you pay in Prescott. Food, goods, and healthcare also tend to cost more in Flagstaff simply because of its remoteness. There is no Costco in Flagstaff, but they do have Sprouts, Natural Grocers, and Walmart. The remoteness drives up cost, and the students' population means you're competing in a higher rental and retail market. Lifestyle-wise, Flagstaff has that younger university town vibe, but with heavy snow and higher prices. Prescott offers a more moderate climate with 4 seasons, but without the blizzards. That's a pretty big lifestyle and cost difference.
So here's the big picture. Compared to Phoenix, Prescott costs more for housing, groceries, and utilities, but you gain cooler summers, no freeway traffic, and a more relaxed lifestyle. Compared to Flagstaff, Prescott is more affordable across the board, housing, utilities, and groceries, while still giving you 4 seasons without the extreme cold. It's just not about dollars. It's about what you want your daily life to look like. We'll give you 2 quick examples. A couple we've recently helped move from Phoenix told us they were just done with the heat. They didn't mind spending a little more on groceries in Prescott because what they got in return, cooler summers, no traffic, and a sense of community, was priceless. On the other hand, another client was debating between Prescott and Flagstaff. They loved Flagstaff's energy, but couldn't justify paying $50,000 more for the house of the same size, plus snow removal every winter. They chose Prescott, saved money, and avoided heavy snowfall.
When you compare Prescott to Phoenix and Flagstaff in 2025, Prescott sits in the middle, more expensive than Phoenix in some categories, but far more affordable than Flagstaff overall. And what matters most isn't just the cost, it's what you value more: convenience, climate, lifestyle, and affordability. If you're weighing whether Prescott, Phoenix, or Flagstaff is right for you, let's talk. We've helped people make that exact decision, and we'd love to help you too.
You can call us directly at 928-925-9802 or 602-738-2920, or reach out through the links in the description. Whether you're buying, selling, investing, or relocating, we'll give you the local insights that headlines and calculators can't. Because moving isn't just about finding a home, it's about finding the right lifestyle, and we'd be honored to help you find yours. Don't forget to subscribe to our channel, where we post videos every week about living in the Prescott area. As always, thanks for watching, and we'll see you in the next one. Bye-bye.
Bye.